Good afternoon and welcome to another segment of Off the Cuff with Deb. We're recording here live at the Staged Homes Real Estate Office located at 335 Main Street in Vista. And once again, I have Cathy Sabater with Fairway Mortgage, and we are going to be talking about down payment today. That's right, getting into a home with as little as 0% down and typically 20% down, depending on whether or not you're going VA, FHA, conventional, or any type of other government loan. Right. So, Cathy, let's talk about down payment. Right?
So, a more positive topic from last week, right?
It depends.
Okay, so
it depends if I have enough for my down payment. Then it's positive or not, right? Because now you're talking you want money in my pocket.
Right. But think about it.
Okay.
So, if you can get a loan for zero down, right?
Okay.
Traditionally,
VA. Okay.
There's also a USDA program. So, you have to be in the more rural area, farm life, Fallbrook, those kind of areas.
Fallbrook, Bonsall, possibly Valley Center.
And Ramona?
Ramona.
Right.
So these are areas that this type of financing would work.
Right.
I have clients actually looking for vineyards in those type of areas.
Right. So, but we're limited in income and we're also limited in sales price.
Okay.
So the purchase price can't be more than $420,000.
Okay.
And then the kids and the parents have to qualify as far as income is concerned.
Okay.
So VA, USDA, those are the two that are zero down.
Okay.
The other one is the grant. So we have grant programs in that you can get up to 3.5% of your down payment.
Okay. So a grant basically means free money.
Free money.
Right. So free money is free money. So that means that that down payment, that 3.5% down, can actually come from a grant. So we're still talking about zero down. And tell me, how would somebody qualify for a grant program? What is the criteria for getting a grant?
So that, like the USDA, is based on income, how many people are in the family, and then you're limited in the purchase price as well.
And what's the limit? Do you know?
$424.
$424.
Right.
And does that have anything to do with the property qualifying, or is that more like the person qualifying for that loan?
So for the USDA, it's the property and then the family qualifying for that loan.
Okay.
And then for the grant, it's the person. And then just like any other residential transaction, the property also has to meet the criteria.
That's right.
In regards to moving forward and getting a loan.
That's right. And then we have another program, FHA, right, which is a federally insured loan.
Right.
This is a 3.5% down loan program,
right?
And if the way I understand it, think about this, 3.5% down on an FHA, right? You are now, my daughter is looking for a property to rent or purchase. So they've been looking for rental properties, and everybody's asking for first month's rent, last month's rent, and deposit. And if you have a pet, they're asking for a pet deposit. So let's say that your rent is $2,000. Let's just use easy math. So first and last, we're already at $4,000, right? So you have first and last, and then you have deposit. You're at $6,000. Right. So let's say that you buy a condo for $200,000. What's the down payment? 3.5% down. You might as well take that same money that you're putting down for first, last, and deposit and go buy a condo and have the mortgage payment be less than the rent that you're paying somebody else's mortgage for. And you actually would be surprised to know that most people can qualify with a FICO score as low as, on FHA, we can go as low as what?
600.
600. Okay, and other programs?
So if you want to get the grant, the USDA, depending on what's in your credit,
okay,
so they're in the 600, 620s.
Okay.
Right? And then for, that's FHA. So for FHA 600 USDA, you can have low scores like 600, 620.
Okay.
VA, we can go down as low as 580.
Wow.
But it depends on what's in your credit as well. So it's not just the credit scores, but it's also what's in it.
Right.
So the other thing is for conventional loan, we also have a 3% down.
Okay, this is great because typically speaking, conventional programs have always been mindfully a 20% down program. If you didn't have the 20% to avoid the PMI, we were awful, doing some creative stuff where we go 10% down, 10% owner financing, that sort of thing, because the PMI insurance would still take place on the 3.5% down conventional.
On all of them.
On all of them, unless you're putting 20% down.
Correct. So if you think about it, I don't know about you, but I know I can't save 10% down. So if I'm buying something for $300,000, the chances of me saving $30,000, I don't know how long it would take me.
That's right.
Right? So the mortgage insurance, look at it as a layaway plan. So the mortgage insurance that you're paying every month is really to pay for the 20% that you didn't put down. Because the banks have to make sure that they have enough money to cover any, especially FHA, because it is insured. Right. So that mortgage insurance is to make sure that when you reach the 20% down, you have 20% equity. FHA, they changed the rules, so you never get rid of the mortgage insurance. You have to refinance.
So
but with conventional,
you can do that.
Right.
So this is the key. The key at hand is this. If you have mortgage insurance with an FHA loan at a 3.5% down, you will always have mortgage insurance. But if you go with a 3.5% down conventional program, still get the mortgage insurance, kind of like the layaway, up front. When you get your 20% equity position, you refinance out of that and get rid of the mortgage insurance. So if you have an option between the two and you can qualify for the 3.5% down conventional, that actually would be a better route to go.
Right. And for conventional, you don't necessarily have to refinance. You just have to go to the county and prove that your property does have it, and then I would, of course, help you with that process.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And we can also, especially Cathy Sabater, because she not only is a veteran herself, right? So if you're a VA buyer and you're looking for some education and you're looking to get pre-qualified or you're looking to enter into the marketplace and you need to have some advice as it pertains to the VA loans, definitely hit us up. Send Cathy a message. Give her a phone call. She's here to answer any of your questions. She is an educator. It's why I use you. Her communication is above par, and she will get the job done. And she will make sure that she educates you on the process as well as the end result. So if you need help with your credit, if you need help coming up with ideas on how to pay down debt, if you need help with what program is the right program for you, you need to reach out to Cathy Sabater with Fairway Mortgage so that we can walk you through the process. It is actually the first step towards home ownership. So once again, thank you so much, Cathy, for joining us today. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in to another segment of Off the Cuff Live with Deb. We look forward to next week.